What's going on, YouTube? Let's talk about prenups, marriage, divorce, money, equity, net worth, all that shit. So, there's been this story recently about Dak Prescott who chose to walk away from a marriage because his fiance did not agree to a prenup. Now, my thoughts on a prenup, just to start this video off the rip, is obviously I I think that if you need a prenup in your marriage, then there's something not secure about the person you are choosing to marry. And there's a lot of other things that can factor into that, but just to summarize, my opinion is if you're getting a prenup, I believe that you chose the wrong person, or there's a reason you're not sure if this is the right person. Therefore, I don't think you should be getting married. Now, to give people grace when it comes to prenups, I do think though, and I'm just going to keep it fucking real. I do think that women can be vicious. I also think men can be stupid. So, it's almost situational, but I do think that sometimes a prenup is necessary because of the day and age that we currently live in. Back in the day, when things weren't all so fucked, then I would look at I would think a prenup would be like, why do you need a prenup, right? Like, you believe in God, you both are Christians, you guys are getting married under the eyes of the Lord, like, what's going on? There's no need. But nowadays, people have skewed away from religion and skewed away from those beliefs and stuff. So they we live in a more vicious generation where it's all about me, 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 and me. That being said, if you marry someone and you are very wealthy, I actually, let me take a step back. If you meet somebody, and this is just my opinion on why I think sometimes a prenup is appropriate. If you marry somebody and you started with nothing and you meet someone that you end up getting married to and you guys build a life together and you become very successful, but you did it while with her, then she if you guys get a divorce for whatever reason, which then sometimes that gets a little hard to also like factor in, because if you cheat, there's one thing, like, right, you're a cheater, like, what the fuck. But then it's like, there's other reasons people get divorced. Like, sometimes the man is abusive, right? Like, you hitting your woman or something like that, like, you kind of crazy, the woman deserves to leave. Or if the woman cheats, or if the man cheats, so it's just a bunch of bullshit. But if you start life together as at the bottom of the totem pole, and you build um together and you become very successful, if you guys split, I do think that needs to be shared evenly amongst both, right? Because even though whatever business or reason that the male or female became very successful, like, let's say they're the main character of like the business that's super successful. Well, you still had your wife or your girlfriend or fiance behind the scenes holding you down, like taking care of, if you guys have kids together, taking care of the kids, taking care of your soul and spirit, making food for you, assuming that all those things were happening behind the scenes. If you have a good woman, like, those things needs to be acknowledged, because you guys worked together to build this life. And you can't just, oh, I'm super rich now, cheat on her and expect her to have nothing after all these years of her holding you down. So no, I think if you meet at zero and you build something together, assuming y'all both worked really hard, then it should be split. Now, if you meet somebody already successful, you are already successful, you're really rich, wealthy, you have all this shit, you got money, and you meet somebody, I can see the hesitation, because, bro, in all reality, I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. Like, these women sometimes are gold diggers. They are. They could be plotting from the very beginning, like, hey, I'm gonna get with this dude. I'm gonna marry this dude, and then I'm gonna go. I really want this dude though, or something happens, and but because she knows how this all works, and she knows if y'all get a divorce, she gets half your shit. So in that regard, I can see a prenup being something that you may want to do. Like, fuck that. You're going to sign this prenup because you didn't help me build any of this shit. This was all me. You met me with all this shit. So if we get a divorce, I'm going to keep my shit, and we going to walk away. And that's cool too. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And to add one more detail, if you are wealthy and you meet somebody, right? Anything after the wealth, when you marry them, I can agree with being split. Now, I mean, I can already see like some issues coming with that, but because the man is essentially the wealthy one. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, sometimes, bro, if you're already rich as shit, you're just gonna have to take some L's, bro. And you picked the wrong woman, and that's just is what it is. But at least like all your real equity, money, like net worth and the retirements and all that shit, at least all that is saved and secured because you signed a prenup. But I mean, bro, if you get married to a chick and you guys buy a house together, and she's living in that house, cleaning that house, taking care of the kids, like really holding it down, and it's a really nice big house, and y'all get a divorce, yeah, split the house, bro. Sell the house and give her whatever the half of the house would have been. Like, it just you're already wealthy, and she was holding the home down when you guys bought that shit together, type shit. Like, you know what I mean? But whatever. But I just wanted to play this video real quick, and use him as an example of like what's currently going on with this shit right now. But
his personal assets, Dak Prescott chose to end the relationship. According to reports, he and his fiancée, Sarah Jane Ramos, have called off their wedding and ended their engagement. The core reason for their split is believed to be related to a prenuptial agreement. Prescott and Ramos began dating in 2023, keeping their relationship relatively low-key at the time. It wasn't until Prescott signed a $240 million contract in 2024 that they quickly became engaged, leading many to believe marriage was imminent. However, over the past 2 years, Prescott has consistently insisted on signing a strict prenuptial agreement before marriage to safeguard his substantial fortune. After all, numerous cases exist where individuals have gained vast wealth through marrying and then divorcing wealthy partners. These precedents have made high-income individuals particularly vigilant about prenuptial agreements. Ramos, however, objected to certain clauses in the agreement, leading to irreconcilable differences that ultimately ended the relationship. Prescott narrowly avoided a potentially costly risk at the 11th hour. What are your thoughts on this?
All right, so that was a clip kind of explaining the situation from this individual. And yeah, I mean, bro, to the female, like, you should have signed that shit, dog. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You weren't there when he I mean, I guess, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of things, because I'm also play this clip right here that says she responded to the rumors of the wedding being called off because of the prenup. Because I do believe, and I'm a reasonable man, there is 3 sides to every story. His side, in this case, his side, her side, and the truth. So out of all this information that's being spread, the truth lies somewhere in everything. And I'm not going to just completely knock her off and say, oh, you were trying to get the bag. Who knows what was happening behind closed doors? We don't know. You don't know. Only they know. But I will play this clip right here.
Sarah Jane Ramos is squashing rumors and is ready to move on. Shortly after it was announced that she and fiancé Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott had called off their engagement 1 month before their wedding ceremony, Sarah taking to Instagram March 9th to shut down speculation that she called off her wedding for a prenuptial agreement. Sarah commenting on this Instagram post from the Speakeasy Talk Show, in which hosts Emmanuel Acho and LaShawn McCoy discussed the alleged rumors that Dak Dak has been pushing for a prenup that Sarah allegedly refused to sign. Sarah explaining in the comments, "This had nothing to do with the prenup. I hope we can put that rumor to rest now." The mom of two hasn't shared any reason for the split, but her representative previously told People Mag that the two are, quote, both heartbroken that they're not getting married. The rep adds, "There wasn't any rockiness in the lead up, and there was no big argument or blow up. It was a mutual decision." And of course, the former couple who were first linked in 2023 are focusing on co-parenting their two children, 2-year-old Margaret and 9-year-old Aurora, despite the shock of the recent split, adding they love their girls and they're committed to raising their children together in the most loving and positive way.
All right. Anyways, so that's her response, that it had nothing to do with a prenup. Again, I can't confirm that it did or didn't, and neither can you. It's between them. But all I have to say is the lesson to be learned here from me just giving you my opinion on prenups is it really just depends. Now, I stand by my first answer, which is if you have to get a prenup, then something is not right with who you've selected to be your partner, because despite I mean, bro, it gets tough, bro, because even those two other dudes I saw it popped up, these two guys right here. I looked at their response to it. I don't really know who these people are, but these guys right here, they made a good point, because I watched their video. They said, when you get a car, do you expect to get into an accident? And then the answer is no. Okay, well, you still get insurance, right? Like, you still need insurance. And then, that the point he was making is like, if you get married, and I guess comparing marriage to like buying a car is also very like not the best example, but the principle still remains, which is if you get married, you're not thinking of a divorce, you're not thinking of splitting up or cheating or whatever. You're not on that mindset, but a prenup will add that insurance, essentially, that if anything does go wrong, there is that security knowing that all your assets and stuff are safe. So I kind of get that. I get the concept. I don't know, again, bro. Like, if you're getting married, you should feel really confident and of who you're getting married. But I'm not stupid. I'm not fucking dumb. I still see people still change up, people can switch up, mistakes can be made, and I'm gonna keep it real. I love God, but if I get married and I get cheated on, I am gone. There's no working it out. There's no like, oh, she's really sorry, like I'm gonna forgive her or any of that shit. I'm bouncing. And it would break my heart if, like, right now I'm single. I got no girl, nothing. Um I'm kind of talking to somebody, but anyways, I'm not involved in a relationship. Like, I have no girlfriend. I'm no fiance. I'm not married. And I'm trying to build myself up, right? Like, I work hard when I'm at work, I work hard. I'm trying to start my YouTube channel. I'm trying to like figure out like other business related things. And in 10 years from now, if I get married and I built all this shit by myself, do you know how heartbroken I would be is if I got married to someone and they took half my shit. What? Oh, hell no, bruh. I would look like a clown. I would feel like I just got played. And I'm gonna see where it goes, because as of right now, no one's building with me. So if I keep this motion going, doing my thing, and nobody comes along the way to hold it down with me, prenup is gonna be my first name. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna get that shit. I'm gonna have that shit ready, and it's gonna be fair too. Like, another thing about these prenups is they have to be fair. I'm not gonna write no stupid, crazy prenup where I leave the woman broke. You're just not taking my shit. That's all you already were walking this earth without my shit. You're not taking that shit if we break up. That's all I want. My retirement to stay intact, my money to stay intact, my equity, my assets, all my shit under my name, my shit stays the same. If we bought this together, we can split that. If we bought the house together, we can split it. Stuff like that. Like that's fair. But my shit, you're not taking that shit. But that's all I have to say for this video. I do want to also mention that there's been a lot going on in the world right now with Iran, with Israel, with the United States, and all these missiles and Trump and all this other shit. So I haven't made a video talking about it because I'm just going to be frankly honest. I'm watching this shit myself like a movie, and I'm just like, if I make a video about it, it would just be me like talking about how wild this whole shit is and like holy fuck. But to break it down and stuff like that, there's already people doing that better than I could. And I'm also like just locked in on like what's going on myself. Like I don't feel like making a video that I just watched explaining something that already was explained better than I could, if that makes sense. But just know that in my opinion, trust our president, because just like we don't know what happened behind the scenes of this couple when they called off the marriage, we don't know what's going behind the scenes of these world leaders making these decisions. And that just is what it is. Like, people like to, oh, Trump just wants war. Like, bro, you don't know the meetings, the phone calls, the Zooms, or whatever kind of communications that he's had with other countries and shit like that. Like, you don't know what's going on, bruh. So to those individuals who be criticizing Trump, you need to shut the fuck up, because he is your president. At the end of the day, if you live here, he is your president, whether you like it or not. And if you don't like that shit, pack your fucking bags and get the fuck out of here. But that's all for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna